listen, I was stationed out here looking for smugglers, but I tell you, it ain't what I seen out there in the woods. That any Irish do that. It ain't the Jews, and it sure ain't the Italians, I can tell you that, and I know you know that much as well, Cal.
How much do you know about us? I say, casting a nervous glance back to Daphne Bag.
About you two?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know shit about you two.
Oh, and I touched my left jacket pocket. And I just pat it. Oh, fine.
But there's a body in those woods.
The Apocalypse players present The Lightless Beacon, When the Lights Went Out. A Call of Cthulhu 7th edition scenario by Leigh Carr with Lynne Hardy. Starring Dan Wheeler as Agent Carmelo of the Bureau of Investigation and Joseph Chance as Cal Castaigne, with special guest Jessica Temple as Daphne Bag. Anything else vaguely human that you hear is your keeper of arcane lore, Dominic Allen. Act 2. A very ancient and fish-like smell.
Can I do a psychology roll on him?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to push that, and I'm going to push that by saying a body, you say, of an animal, yes, of a large bird, an albatross, right? Right? And I step over. Have you turned the light on, Carmela?
No, you're all stood around this Zippo lighter in the pitch dark. Terrifying.
Yeah. And I take a step towards the light switch. Only it must be an albatross, yes. I saw the footprint, the track. Is that what you followed? Prehistoric. That's what you said, isn't it? Isn't it, Daphne? Isn't it? And I point and I wag my finger towards Daphne in a sort of attempt to get him to look towards Daphne. And I'm looking a bit mad. But I'm going to try and push the psychology roll whilst at the same time sort of angling my way towards the light switch. Yes, a 41 on a 50 psychology.
Well, I mean, Dan can chime in if he wants, but
yeah.
He seems to be telling the truth about there being a body, and he seems a little shaken.
Yeah, I can give you a little bit more than that if you like. So I think I'm telling you the truth about the body, and I am genuinely shaken, but I think also what you see...
You're not lying about being an agent.
No, I've told you the truth about everything, but maybe you also see with that success that I'm being sharing a little bit more than I should, because I'm a bit almost excited to be...
The enlivened tone.
Back on active duty rather than mending fucking boats.
My arm was coming up, but I think it drops down away from the light switch, and I say, Daphne, we definitely saw it. Prehistoric. That's what you said.
As I said, I haven't seen those kind of footprints since an art fair, an antique fair back in wherever it was. I said, and
But I think it could be valuable. I think I heard someone on the other side of the path.
When?
Just as you were coming out, Agent Carmelo. Just as you were coming back out, I heard someone behind us. Something quite big. Not. It could be an albatross. I sound insane. And he just stops and looks at the two of you with his arms up.
Did you turn the light on? By the way,
not yet. The idea was to sort of slightly blind him, I think. I don't know what my idea was.
He really wants us to turn the light on. Is there a window? Is there a window in this cottage?
At this end, no.
Okay.
In the hallway, no. There are windows. You saw windows from the outside. Basically, you've got this hallway. It's narrow, slightly long hallway. There are 2 doors on the left, 2 doors on the right. And at the end, there are steps up and a door, which presumably leads into the lighthouse itself.
The light isn't on. That's surely a terrible problem, isn't it?
You probably weren't paying attention. No reason why you should be, but the light went out when we were out on the boat just before we run aground.
Well, thank goodness you're here.
Well, do you think something could have happened to the keeper, sir?
Well, I know something happened to one of the keepers. I just saw his body out in the woods, but
This man Turner.
that's right. Except he ain't Turner. He's Thomas, Agent Thomas. But there should be two more. Should be two more keepers in this lighthouse.
Mr. Carmelo, I have a confession to make. I know one of the keepers, and I came here to visit him. But I don't know where he is. Do you think you might know where he is?
What is going on here? I don't know any of the keepers. I don't understand.
Oh, if only there was a marine biologist. I'm sure he would have known one of the keepers.
Don't talk to me about marine biologists. I've had it up to here with marine biologists.
I say, hold on a minute. Do either of you know how to use a revolver?
I instinctively look at Daphne Bag.
Yeah, I'm looking at her when I ask.
I have another confession to make. Yes, sir. But only in self-defense.
Of course. And I pull out the Smith & Wesson. I probably noticed that it's still covered in viscera.
Wiping off the gore.
Blood.
Dripping. Just like a bit of kidney.
Blood and
The horror.
and Warren Thomas's breakfast.
Oh.
Wipe it down on my
Hippers.
on my jacket, and then hand it over to Daphne and say, "You might want to use this to protect yourself."
I haven't seen one of these in years. This is, remind me again what it is?
Smith
The
and Wesson.
revolver?
38 Smith &
This
Wesson.
is a 38 Smith & Wesson.
38.
Yes, sir.
Agency issue.
Well, it's a beauty, but do you mind if I clean it?
That's fine by me. But
We should
You know,
we
you know how to work it? Just point and squeeze.
Yes, sir. Point and shoot. Right on target.
Agent, should we not turn the light on? I'm becoming concerned for Miss Bag's thumb.
Shaking so much.
Yeah. Sure. Put the light on. Should be two more lighthouse keepers in here. We need to find them. Put the light on.
Just as you go to flick the light switch, the entire, from the doors, the two doors either side of the hallway, there's suddenly this sort of blue flashing light. And then you hear this, after a few seconds, you hear this boom, boom of thunder. And then you hear the rain coming down again. It was lightning. And then you flick the light on.
Can we lock the door that we've just come through? Is there a bolt?
Yes, there's a bolt, yeah.
I'd like to pull the bolt across for all the good. That's
Of course. So yeah, you bolt the door, and the lights come on with this sort of sizzle, this electric light, and now you get a clearer idea of the hallway. But it's basically what I said. However, everyone can give me a spot hidden roll.
Oh man, I've got to switch my dice out. This is bad.
That is a regular success. Would a hard success be useful here?
No, regular's fine.
It's a regular success.
I rolled an 88 and I'm 50, so that's not very.
That's a fail of.
Yes,
63 on a 55.
I failed.
Yeah, too nervous.
Never mind. Well, perhaps it's Carmelo's training. You immediately notice 2 bullet holes. In fact, 2 bullets lodged in the hallway floor.
Can I tell what direction they've come from?
If you give me a firearms roll or an intelligence roll.
I'm going to go for an intelligence roll. Yeah, it's a hard success.
Yeah. You would guess, or deduce rather, that they were fired from someone positioned a couple of steps up the stairwell of the lighthouse itself. The door is open. Now the light is on the hallway. You can see the start of the winding steps up the lighthouse. You think it would have been fired from there, just sort of... They were stood at the top of the door frame.
Is everything all right, Miss Agent Carmelo?
I just sort of point up the steps and see if I can, and like, sort of beckon them to suggest that we all head up the steps.
I put my index finger to my lips and I move in file.
So, as you move down the hallway, obviously there are these doors on the left and right, but you also all now notice there is spattered blood leading from the kitchen door to these stairs, which is a sanity roll for everyone. There's a lot of blood.
Even me.
Even you.
That's a pass.
It's a pass. 17.
Yep, 23 pass.
Nice, good. Well played.
Yeah, none of you lose any sanity for that. But you also notice there are these 3 quite large golden coins discarded on the floor by the stairs as well.
Coins.
Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have done sleight of hand, shouldn't I? Shit, that would have been a great little touch for him. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and go for one.
Okay. You're going to try and pick one up without anyone else noticing?
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
They're all looking at them.
Well, I don't know that. I don't know that, do I?
That's true.
I look at it. Yeah. I look at it and I think, Jesus Christ, that's gold. And I instinctively, I look at them both. Well, yeah, I'm going to wait and see what they do.
What do you do?
Well, I start to panic because they're antique coins.
They probably are.
And I have a feeling this could connect to my friend George. But I don't know whether to tell you or not.
Oh, cliffhanger. So you're not doing anything in that moment, I'm sensing, as you're thinking, as you're involved.
No, I mean, I keep very quiet about it, I think.
And my attention is not particularly on the coins. I'm more interested in working out exactly the direction of blood splatter, what it indicates.
Ooh.
Whether it indicates that someone's been dragged or shot in a certain direction. I would like to use my blood splatter analysis skill. Oh, wait.
Delta Green. Is that you playing Delta Green, the modern Call of Duty conspiracy game?
I mean, could I argue for another intelligence roll to see if I can tell what has happened with the blood?
You probably won't get more than the fact that someone's been shot at from the stairs.
Someone's been shot at from the stairs.
Yeah.
And where were they when they were shot? Outside the kitchen? In the kitchen doorway? No.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But there's no body there, presumably. Not
No.
There.
His while his eyes are focused, I see him doing one of his deep looks. I don't know what he's looking at. I can't work out what he's doing. But in that moment, my incredibly long arms, because of course I'm so tall and thin, my almost skeletally long limbs, I just sort of, I lean against the wall and cough a little. I'm sorry. And then in that moment, I try and just slink down to pick up a... Oh man, that's too much luck, isn't it?
It's a one shot.
I've rolled a 27. 27 is really good, but it's no good. And I pick up one of the coins.
Okay.
But I think I'm going to do that thing where I just kind of keep it in my hand, as if it's just like a piece of evidence.
Well, you're welcome to appraise it. I take it you're looking at...
No, not yet. I'm just sort of... I've picked it up in a desperate bid to try and make it look like it's surreptitious, but it's like, at the same time, that's just what I've done. I've picked up a coin, and I'm seeing if anyone's reacting. Because I haven't done it in a way that wouldn't be seen.
In the current circumstances, I don't give a shit about someone picking up a coin. So you got away with it as far as I'm concerned.
But I really want to look closely at the coin, and you've kind of made it easier for me to do because now you're holding it.
So I think my eyes lock with yours, and I go, "Oh, is this gold?" And I hold it up between us.
And I have my little jeweler's, is it a loop?
Within seconds, it's out.
Around my neck. I always keep it. I always keep it around my neck. So I say, looking deep into your eyes, I don't know. Why don't we wait and see? And I sort of go in on it.
I let you have that one, but I immediately go down and get the other two, and I just put them in my pocket.
So yeah, give me a. Daphne can give me an appraise roll with a bonus die for your jeweler's loop. It's so you roll your tens twice.
My tens twice. Okay.
Give me a roll. Roll a D100 and tell me if you succeed. If you succeed, it doesn't matter. You can just carry on.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Fantastic. So with a bonus die, you would roll the tens part again. You don't need that.
No.
It's solid gold.
Right.
Is what you learn.
Like your performance check.
Stop it.
Don't stop it, Dan. You're absolutely right.
Rookie.
It's glorious. It's glorious.
They're all identical. One side of each coin appears to depict a sort of obelisk, a bit like the Washington Monument or whatever. So it resembles that, but not quite like that. It's different somehow. And the other is, it's got these sort of shapes on it. It's sort of an odd, slightly disturbing design. Either of you can give me an occult roll if you want, or indeed an art, craft, or natural world roll.
Yes.
I think I'm drawn into the fact that that Daphne Bagg is focusing on this more carefully than I was expecting. I just thought it was value. So then I look at it more. Would you give us, if she was to appraise it, if Jess's character, Daphne Bagg, was to appraise it from one angle and I was to do occult, because my occult is only 30%, whereas my natural world is 50%. But I think I'm interested in the esoteric nature of it as soon as I see this pyramid. Because of my time in Europe.
So you keep saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I did an occult roll, and it's only 5%, and I got it. I won.
What?
I rolled a 5. Is that?
That's
count?
amazing. Okay, so I'll do natural world.
Yes.
In a weird reversal of fortunes.
I'm so sorry. I did it before.
Working as a team. No, I love it. But then I think, why would I understand anything about this in the occult sense? I think it's more to do with how valuable is this? Would someone kill for this?
What are you rolling, Joseph? You're rolling
Natural
art.
world? Did you say natural world?
Yeah, absolutely fine. You can do art and craft or natural.
I can have my... can I do art, history, painting and sketching?
Yeah.
Art history. I'll do art history. 55%. Aced it. 28. Boom.
Fantastic. The occult nature of it, the shapes suggest a deeper meaning that is hard to glean. It's unknown to you. For Cal Castaigne, it evokes designs you've seen from sort of religious tribes in the South Seas, that kind of thing. There's an underlying aquatic theme to the design. You can't quite be explicit about. It's just implicit in the design. There's this kind of wateriness to it all.
Oh boy.
Yes. The longer you look at them, the more uncomfortable you feel about them.
Reminds me of an essay I read on a tiara found in the Newburyport collection. Most outre and unusual. The shapes and lines are so indicative of a sort of watery echo. Such a...
The watery echo. Like a whale song.
Like a shark.
Most like a whale. But Agent Carmelo, what do you make of this? And I'll pass him the coin that I have, having pocketed the other one.
What's Carmelo been doing while they've been examining that?
He's gone. He's not. I turn to Agent Carmelo. Agent Carmelo, Oh, God, not again.
He's in the woods.
I think probably I've been making my way up the stairs.
These are already fine.
Fine. So you're going up the lighthouse.
I'm working on the assumption that someone has fired a couple of shots, maybe hit someone, and has retreated up to the top of the lighthouse and either been chased there or is hiding there. That's my assumption. So I'm going to go and see if I can find them.
So you say, what do you think of this, Agent Carmelo? And you turn around and he's gone. So, Agent Carmelo, you are going up the lighthouse steps.
Yeah.
You go up the stairs, and it takes a while. But eventually you reach the lighthouse's service room, which is below the lantern room. You can see the mechanism that turns the lamp is sort of mounted in the ceiling. And the noise in here suggests that it's moving. You can hear this sort of grinding. There are a separate set of steps around the edge that lead up through a trapdoor into the lantern room above. There's loads of boxes here and a workbench and tool bag. There seems to be there's a book sort of open on the workbench, and opposite the workbench is a table with a radio. That's kind of what's in here.
Okay. Well, so the first thing is, have I seen on my way up the steps, have I seen any more, has there been any trail of blood on the way up these steps?
It's a good question.
Because I'm keen to know whether this, whoever or whatever.
That is what drew you up there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, not.
No, not directly.
Solely,
Not directly.
There's occasionally a bit, but not as much.
But there is a bit. Okay, and then I guess in this service room, I would like to have a really good look to see whether anyone's sort of hiding behind any of these boxes or anything. Could I just spot hidden or something?
Well, you can take the time to look if you
I'd like to take my time to really quietly look around this room and check that no one's hiding here before I head up another floor.
So yeah, there's no one hiding here. What I will say, given that you're sort of taking the time to look around, the boxes seem to have sort of spare bulbs in them for the lighthouse, so big bulbs. And the book on the workbench appears to be a maintenance log.
Is it light enough for me to be able to read that?
Yes, I'm going to say yes. You could give me a mechanical roll or electrical repair to sort of understand it.
The same, but let's call it electrical repair. I'm just keen to see the last entry, really, whether it was today or. Oh no, my day landed on 16 and then just ticked over to 76. I might push it.
Yeah,
I'm going to push it. I'm going to go and get a bulb out of the box and bring it over and sit down at the desk with the service log and hold the bulb and look at the serial number on the bulb, see if that tallies with, what's in the book. No, I failed that. Oh dear.
Yeah, you're trying to read the log. You do notice that it is hard to read in here because it's dark, and you're sort of holding this bulb, and it's quite cumbersome. But you notice one entry that stands out on February the 12th, 1926. So 2 months ago to the day. There were wiring problems that caused the lighthouse's lamp bulb to prematurely burn out. An electrical short caused by the bulb's failure, coupled with a severe storm, hampered repairs, meaning the lighthouse was in darkness for several hours. So that was 2 months ago. And at that point, realizing that, you sort of stop focusing on the bulb so much, and then you feel it slip out your fingers, and you sort of do a little juggling, try to catch it, and it smashes probably onto you. And it cuts you a bit in a few different places. Obviously, you've got your bad shin anyway, so you lose another hit point.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, so accident prone.
Well,
My dex is actually
you're capable. I'm the accident prone one, but you're suffering.
It's because I haven't got any luck, so I can't spend luck on these rolls. I have to push them.
Yeah, you're just very unlucky.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back downstairs, What's Ms. Baggins?
Agent Carmelo? Oh, did he go upstairs?
And I'm just like absolutely besotted by this coin. I've been sort of transfixed by it, and I suddenly jolt. I'm like, oh, sorry, you gave me such a fright. I was in my own little world there. What did you say?
I'm sorry, Miss Bag. I think Agent Carmelo's gone upstairs. Do you think... It occurs to me that there are the 2 doors here. Do you think these coins... the coins were just in the corridor, right?
Mm-hmm. It looks like they've been dropped.
And are they close to the stairs, or are they close to one of the doors?
They're between the stairs and the kitchen door.
So I
think I might just go back over to the kitchen door. But sorry, Jess, you.
No, I was going to say I think I want to go and explore a little bit. Mainly because I want to find my pal's bedroom. So I want to see if I can see where he is sleeping or where his stuff is, I think.
Yeah. Which door do you want to go through?
Where are we at the moment then? We're sort of like just outside the kitchen door?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. By the steps.
I've taken a step towards the kitchen door anyway, and I think I cast my eyes back to you and I say, do you think maybe wherever gold is involved, I find there's often foul play? Well, I say often. I imagine that there might be foul play.
And I sort of get all flustered and fluttery and go, I can't understand what you're talking about, Mr. Carr.
I'm going to do a psychology roll on her. This is the third of her flustery responses.
It's about
the
time.
first 2 I kind of let go because it's the 1920s.
She's not the most subtle of beasts.
And I have no idea what she's talking about because that's a 78, even on my extensive 55, I think it is. And I will just go, okay. Well, it's all right. It's all right, Miss.
And I don't know what you're doing, but to accuse anyone in here or myself of any foul play is downright preposterous, sir. You barely know me. I don't feel safe.
I barely know you. And I respect you very much.
Was that maybe another psychology roll?
I'm begging.
Can I push it? Can I push through? Can I push through? I think I should push the roll on the basis of that.
Sorry,
so my hand is on the door. I tell you what it is, Dom. My hand is on the door, but I twist my whole body back round, and I feel my foot slightly sliding under me, and it might even be on the blood. I'm not sure. And my hand's on the door of the kitchen, but my left foot is slipping under me. But I still look at her and I go, what do you mean? I wasn't accusing you of anything.
What?
I'm going to burn these dice. Masks of Nyarlathotep, this pair of dice have got me out of so much trouble. I have rolled incredibly badly tonight.
Are they old? Are they original D&D?
They aren't. No, that's the original. Look at them. Ew.
So bland.
So bland and blue and white. Light blue and white.
You're supposed to colour them.
Only the DNA. Yes, you had to put the ink on.
Did you actually?
Yeah, that's what we had to do. My brother and I had to do it.
That's amazing.
Geek out.
Such a geek out.
No, I'm literally using like an app. How awful is that?
Yeah, it's so much more sensible.
So cutting edge.
Anyway, the upshot is 83, Dominic, on my 55.
All right. Yeah, so you your ankle twists horribly in the blood. You realise now that right by the kitchen door, as you're sort of opening the door, blood is seeping from underneath, like there's a pool of it. And so it actually spreads under your foot. So there's actually quite a bit of blood now. And your ankle twists round. It's, that sickening feeling when you when you get sprained.
Yes.
And you're sort of holding onto the door, but you slip and you go straight down, poof, into the blood. You lose a hit point, I think, from the sprain.
Do you know what that's like? That's the work of an experienced player, you see, because he teased you with a physical action so that if he failed it, you give him a physical injury. It could have been so much worse, couldn't it?
In Dominic's hands, it could have been really bad.
A pushed psychology roll could have been disastrous. This could have been a bloodbatt.
Hey, that could be the difference between life and death, guys.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're really playing with fire. I like it.
Yeah, that's experienced player there. Offering the keeper.
Never try and take Dom on that, though. He's going to kill you either way. He wants you dead.
I do want you dead. I want you dead in the next 52 minutes. So you slip in the blood and you end up on the floor. But as you do so, you don't really let go of the door handle. So the kitchen door flies open a bit as well.
Oh God!
Giving Miss Bag an opportunity to see into the kitchen, where there is a sort of pool of blood on the floor, a small pool of blood right by the door, and there's a broken chair next to the blood as well.
Oh,
there is a. Can you actually, Cal? Can you give me a spot hidden roll while you're down there?
I certainly can. Yes, I've passed. 47 on a 50. I believe.
Lovely. Your face is in the blood now, pretty much. And there's a strange smell. It doesn't smell like that iron smell that blood has. It's more like a fishmonger's. That's what it smells like.
Oh. Christ. What is that? Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Bag. Daphne, my ankle.
Cal, are you okay? I'm sorry about my funny turn back there. I've just been so distraught by the events of this evening that I seem to have lost my head momentarily, but I'm back on Earth now. Can I help you up?
Thank you. That's so kind, although careful. I fear the suit is now ruined. and I accept the offer of help very gratefully, and I stagger up. But as I do so, I say, "Careful! It seems the blood is coming from that room. Can you smell that?"
Yes, it's oddly fishy, don't you think?
Quite so. Perhaps one of those lanterns there, because the lights aren't on, right?
No, they're not. Not in here, anyway.
Maybe I could go back to the hallway and grab one so I can light it with my trusted zipper lighter. And then we might be able to see a bit better.
I fear that someone else has been killed here.
What, a human? Or something else?
Oh, my word. She just said that out loud.
What, is that bad? Is that bad?
I might have to roll intelligence, just to see whether I understand what she's trying to imply there.
Should I have not said that?
I've passed my intelligence check, so I fully understand that she's now suggesting that there's something else in here that might not be human. So I'm going to have to roll sanity. Which I have passed, but I go whiter than white. And I lean against the wall and my hand goes into my pocket and it starts to shake, and I take my hip flask out and I just sip something. And as I take it down, you see a trail of green come down my chin. And I put the screw cap on and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like some?"
What is that, absinthe?
I fucking hope so.
That's a perfect cutaway for me. I mean,
Yes.
Welcome.
Well, in fact, actually, Daphne, are you in the kitchen? Oh, the door opens into the kitchen, so you've probably slid into the kitchen.
well, yeah. So I slid a bit in, maybe, but I was trying to get her to get. So I'm in the kitchen. She's in the hallway, going to get a lamp.
Yeah.
I've leant against the door of the kitchen, and I'm offering her some absinthe, as she thinks it might be.
Fantastic. All right. So, well, in that case, if Daphne is sort of looking through the kitchen door at you, Daphne, can you give me a spot?
Yes, I can. Yes, I have passed it. I'm 27 and I'm a 50, so quite good.
So, if you look at the map of the cottage, you'll see that you're in the kitchen there. There is where the sink is. The sink is sort of piled up with a few dirty plates and things, and there's a window above it. And in that window, in the darkness of the window, you suddenly see two little pinpricks of yellow light.
Nope.
Slightly too far apart to be human eyes. And then your eyes immediately travel to the right of that, where there is a back door.
Yeah, I can.
Whatever's out there is moving towards it.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Can you give me? Can you give me a sanity roll?
I don't feel like I'm doing very well. Hold on. Sanity. Where's that? Oh, it's there. So I'm 55 and I rolled a 24.
Okay, so you don't lose any sanity.
Wow. Okay.
Just yet.
I feel like I am. I feel like Jess is losing sanity.
That's
okay,
good.
fine.
That's the right place.
Okay, good.
So back upstairs, Agent Carmelo is picking the last bit of glass out of his hand. And perhaps the two of you at that moment, as Cal, you see Daphne's this sort of shadow, a spasm of strange emotion pass over her face as her eyes flit to the back door, and then you both hear this smash coming from somewhere way upstairs.
Of course, classic. Yeah.
Agent Carmelo, what do you do?
So, I think having made that massive sort of smash, I'm well aware that I have alerted anyone who's the only place someone could be is on the next floor. So I draw my revolver and point it at the hatch, just to wait to see if I can see or hear any movement from above.
So you wait there for however long you wait, but yeah, nothing comes through the hatch.
Okay, well in that case, I start making my way up.
All right.
I don't think it feels like a massive oversight, but
you don't care about the civilians.
Names.
No.
I was going to say I don't know the names of anyone else who works in the lighthouse other than my colleague, Agent Thomas. So I can't call out the name of another lighthouse keeper, but maybe I wouldn't do that anyway. No, so I make my way up, and I make my way up to the top where the light is.
You go through the trapdoor into the beacon room, the lantern room. The first thing you notice is the wind coming through and the rain. There's quite a bit of rain now blowing through two broken panes of glass where the windows have been smashed.
From the inside or outside?
You guess from the inside.
Right.
But some of the glass is blown in. Shards of glass are blown in. It crunches under your feet as you step up into the walkway. It's very slippy because you realise mixed with the rain that's washing in, there's a lot of blood.
God. Oh man, this is the wrong lighthouse to
It's
be.
not okay.
On the metal decking, you notice this smell, this sort of fishy smell, and you see 4 corpses.
Oh, fuck.
Oh God.
Yeah, all in these narrow confines. One of the figures appears to be latched onto the neck of one of the other figures by its teeth.
Sorry, this is really disturbing.
That was stoic, Dan. That was stoic. Well done. I believe in you now. I believe in you.
Can you give me a sanity roll for seeing this
I guess so.
awful scene?
Oh, I mean, I passed it.
So you still lose a point of sanity.
Seems reasonable.
And from this distance, it's hard to tell, but there's something not right about 2 of these figures.
Yeah.
You can't put your finger on it.
Okay, well, I mean, I suppose what I was going to suggest is inevitably going to make me look a bit closer at them, but I want to make absolutely sure that they're dead. Because especially this one that's latched on by its teeth, because I don't understand what's happened here. Like, who's killed who? All I've seen so far is dead bodies. So I'd like to make absolutely sure that they're all dead. Would that be a first aid roll? Or can I tell that immediately?
I think you can tell it immediately. I think it's quite obvious they're all dead. The amount of blood in here, they're all dead.
Would a first aid roll tell me whether this has happened, like in the past half an hour or in the past few days or whatever?
Well, so you spend it. Well, yeah. We'll come to that in a second. So you're searching these corpses, right?
Yeah, I am.
The nearest body is very strange looking. It's a man garbed in a heavy, hooded raincoat. But he's got a very narrow head, and he's got these pronounced flaps of sort of very thin jowls, like flaps around his neck.
I just hate these fishy fuckers.
Fishy fuck.
Yeah, he's got some kind of skin condition.
I hate them.
He's got like a grey complexion.
He's got a skin condition, Dan.
And he's got these bulging, watery eyes that stare sightlessly into nothing in the direction of another corpse.
Absolute worst. I mean, I suppose, like, what did I expect? Like, going to a lighthouse, like, just off the coast of Innsmouth. But, like, I really fucking hate these guys.
Give me that first aid roll.
Oh dear.
Oh, no, that's a fail.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely dead.
Yeah.
Next to him, lying next to him, is this man-sized fish creature.
Oh dear.
That it is the same creature that is like the one attached to the other corpse across from you. It looks like it's been shot through one of its eyes and through its belly. So there's this sort of black ichor and blood that's oozed out of it, out of its guts. You can give me a natural world roll or a biology roll if you want to.
Okay, so so far it's does it look like there's two what I would recognize as humans and two fish creatures, or is it like a slightly fishy human and two fish creatures and a human?
The latter.
So a human, two real fish fuckers, and then a slightly fishy person.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's just no good.
they've been breeding.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I mean, what am I rolling?
Oh dear.
I mean, I really don't want to, but I guess natural world. See if I can work out what the fuck is going on. Or, I mean, a cult? It's not really a cult, is it? It's not a cult, this. That's why I don't like... Do you know what? That's why I, Dan, have a problem with these fuckers. It's because it's not a cult. It's just really gross.
There's no explanation.
Biology.
There's no root.
Oh, no. Failed my natural world roll.
You could roll your prejudice roll.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Like
Fair point.
fishy people. I don't like them. They make me feel uncomfortable. Prejudice, 15.
I'm channeling Lovecraft.
Yeah, well, either way, these things look very muscular. I will need a sanity roll for seeing this.
Yeah, because I only rolled for the bodies, didn't I? Not for the fishiness.
You rolled for the sort of general gore.
I start shaking as I look at these bodies. I say, Mary, Mother of God. And I pass my sanity again.
We are strong.
Yes.
We are a strong bunch.
Ooh, wow.
We've got a chance now. We've got a chance, guys.
You don't lose any sanity.
Wow.
Incredible. Hang on, let me just...
I mean, I've been doing some...
Oh, no, sorry, you lose 1 point of sanity.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I've been doing some terrible rolling, but every time it comes to sanity,
Bam.
Carmelo's... I think maybe he's seen some shit before.
He's hard as nails.
Yes, the final corpse is clearly a normal human being. But
So
he's...
I do have, one question. So there's one normal human being, and then there's the slightly sort of gilly one. Is it clear to me whether one or both of them have worked at the lighthouse, are lighthouse keepers, based on their...
No.
It's not clear, or they not?
It's unlikely. If you had to guess, the one that looked like a normal human is probably the one that worked here.
But the gilly one, he's doesn't look like...
He doesn't look like a lighthouse keeper,
Fine,
no.
okay, fine. So there might still be one at large, in a good way, alive.
So, this guy on the sort of normal looking guy, he's holding a 6-shooter. It's a Colt M1877 or M1877. I don't know how you say these things. It's a Colt. He's holding a Colt in his hands. What else? You could give me a spot hidden roll?
Yeah. All right, happy to. Well, I'm going to spend the luck on that. I'm 6 over, and I've pushed enough rolls. I'm going to spend the luck.
So that's the evening.
Success.
So you're looking at where he's shot and you're looking at his body, you notice there is something, he's got something under his shirt, like round his neck, like he's got something around his neck under his shirt. But you also notice that it looks like he shot the bulb, you think.
Ah, okay.
You know with your mechanical repair that without a replacement lens, he's shot the lens, yes.
Ah, okay.
And it's broken the lens and shattered the bulb. And you know that without a replacement lens, there's no way the lighthouse can be put back into working order.
So I can't just stick a new bulb in it and get it going again?
No, you need to replace the lens as well. But replacing the bulb would affect a sort of temporary repair.
Yeah.
But it'll take you a while to do it.
And you just smashed one of the bulbs, so...
But there's boxes of them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, I'd definitely like to get... you've been on me for a while, but I'd certainly like to get the thing around his neck. You don't have to tell me what it is now, but it's...
Oh, yeah. Well, you take it out. It's a heavy purse on a thick leather cord, and it's full of those gold coins. The rain is intensifying, and downstairs you hear something at the back door.
Oh my God, Daphne, what is that?
Scratch.
And just be stock still. I can't take my hand off the handle of the door into the... I'm just...
Don't...
So, at that moment, the door opens, and a creature is stood in the doorway. This was an Apocalypse Players production. For more information about the podcast, go to apocalypseplayers.com. Thanks for listening.